Good evening, Dallas Stars hockey fans. This is Jeff with the Dallas Stars Hockey Minute. Well, it looks like the Minnesota kid gets it done. Jake Ottinger gets a shutout against Minnesota tonight. I feel like it was a game for him to get back on track, maybe get some confidence back, because he was so zeroed in tonight. You know, I watched the game with a lot of interesting takes on different things. Everyone's having all this stress about Minko Rantanen. Where's his goals? Where's his points? Well, I'll tell you what, tonight, man, he got a lot of pucks to net. He was driving. He took that puck to the face. He did a great job of blocking shots. I mean, there's a lot of things he's doing really good right now, and everyone that loves the sport as much as I do knows one thing's for certain. Players like that, you need to just relax because he's going to get his goals, he's going to get his points, and right as the playoffs are on their way, he'll be ready to go when that time is here. And now we're 6 points out from Winnipeg. We can only do what we can do, but it's amazing. We got 7 out of 8 points on that homestand. That's a pretty damn good homestand. I would like to get the full 8, but hey, points are points, and everything is grind. It's all about grinding right now. Here I am wearing my Jamie Benn jersey tonight. I was hoping that Jamie Benn would finally get his 400th goal. He's my favorite player. I love the way he is. He's such a good captain. I'm hoping that we'll get to see that before the season ends. I know everyone's talking about Ovechkin and him breaking Gretzky's record, but 400 goals is not no joke in the National Hockey League. You know, I keep wanting to get a shout out to Liam Bichel because, man, he is such a big, strong guy. And I was talking to a friend the other day about who he reminded me of, and I almost feel like we have like the Darian Hatcher again. The big, strong guy that will take more fights. Isn't afraid to hit people. I know the game has evolved, and there's a lot of hits you can't get away with now that you'll never be able to do again. I mean, there was just some pure violence with Darian Hatcher back in the day because they let that happen. Now you got to have a little bit more controlled violence out there, but he's not afraid to hit. He's not afraid to protect his goaltender. Him and Dumba, I think, are going to be really good together come playoff time for that just big, strong person that can do some things. We're going to need that come playoff time, that grit. 6'7", 215 or whatever Bichel is. That's pretty amazing, and I think I was wanting so bad to get Jamie Oleksiak back in a trade, but I think Liam is taking that role for him. He's a big, strong guy, and I'm glad he's on our team. You know, I'm still wanting Miro back, but we're just doing it without pieces right now. Everyone would want in a perfect world, we would all want everyone to be healthy and ready to go. And, that's just not the normal. That's not the reality come down last 11 games of the season. Some teams are super healthy, some teams are not. It's the teams that are able to get through the adversity that are going to go far. And I feel like that's where we are right now. You had to plug and play. I mean, that puck to the face for Rantanen, that was kind of scary. I mean, they were talking about how 3 or 4 players have had that happen to them this year, and on the Stars alone, and how that's just not normal. But just went on, got a cage back on his face, came back and played. I just love the strength and just the tenacity of hockey players. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and with PK Subban, and he was talking about how other sports, you know any little injury you're out, And there's a difference between playing hurt and playing injured. And a lot of players in the National Hockey League are not afraid to play hurt and not afraid to be there for their teammates. It's just a different game and it's a different mentality what these players go through. But 32 of 32 saves tonight for Jake Ottinger. I feel like so many people are like, we're giving Jake such a hard time about not being at his best. And it's towards the end of the season and he's played a lot of games. But a game like tonight is what a, a great goaltender needs to kind of get his self-esteem back, I think. Anyway, guys, this is Jeff with the Dallas Stars Hockey Minute. I really hope everybody has a great day. And go Stars. We're about to go on another road trip.